welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine, and I am here to do a collective reading for the new moon in Virgo, which is on August 27th at 1:17 a.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. First of all, thank y'all so much for being here with me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate y'all supporting the channel. If you are new here and you find that I resonate with you as a reader, please do click the subscribe button, hit your post notification bell so you know when I post. And everyone, please drop me a comment down below because it helps the channel to grow and I love to hear from y'all. Yeah, thank you so much. Also, my calendar is open for personal readings. The link to book a personal reading or to take a look at the packages that I have on offer is down below in the description box. And also, there will be an extended for this reading over on Patreon. Thank you so much to all my patrons for your support. Patrons do enjoy a 25% off discount for all of my services and packages. So if you're interested in joining us over there on Patreon, we would love to have you. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, if you have gotten a personal reading from me or you've been watching my readings on YouTube and Instagram for a while and I resonate with you, I would love it if you could leave me a review. You're able to do that right on my booking site, and the link for leaving a review is also down below. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's already left a review. I really appreciate y'all. And I think that's all. So let's dive into this Virgo new moon energy. This is all about sort of resetting and refocusing so you can dig in a little bit. If you're anything like me, this Mars in Gemini energy might have you here, there, and everywhere, just having a hard time focusing in. And this new moon in Gemini is offering a really great opportunity to get some organization, put some action behind intention, but even before the action gets taken, to sort of get clarity behind intention is what I'm feeling. You might be feeling overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do, but you're just being reminded that one task at a time. You might find yourself doing a little bit of this and then running over and doing a little bit of that, and nothing's actually getting completed, so you're not getting that feeling of success and victory. It's finish one thing at a time, and I think it's going to be far more motivating than doing these little piecemeal trying to finish one things in piecemeal. Thank you, Spirit. Also, we are in a Mercury shadow period, and Mercury retrograde is just around the corner and already acting up. So you might be feeling that a little bit as well. So there is some tension here. There's some challenge here, but there's also some good motivation to sort of get going in the direction that you sort of creating shape around, right? You're creating shape around sort of some sort of new or renewed vision, really getting to the point of feeling a level of enlightenment that's going to allow you to sort of create on a different level, or experience life in a new way, or welcome new experiences into your life. So let's dive in here. I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. And let's take a look at the energy for the collective for the new moon in Virgo. Okay, let's see. New moon in Virgo. For the collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, don't get it's almost like there's this feeling of agitation. You might be getting agitated with yourself and taking it out on other people. You might be I'm feeling unwarranted agitation. It's being very irritated by like every suggestion, even if it's well intentioned. I don't know. There's a lot of irritation or something like that. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. Messages for the collective. It's almost like I'm feeling like I don't want any advice. I don't want any advice. Don't give me any advice. All right, you don't have to take any advice. All right, let's see what we've got here. I keep seeing this voice card too. I'm just gonna like pause for a second. It's at the bottom of the deck, but I keep seeing that card, and I would say, be very mindful about the ways that you exercise your voice at this time, because that agitation, that irritation, could have you saying things that create like long-lasting changes that you you might not have bargained for or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you might like if you just like you never know what someone else is going through, right? And so like you like might be having a bad day, you might, and somebody like that might be the end of a friendship, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the intention at all. So it's like, you know, just be mindful about how you're exercising. Be gentle with people as well, and gentle with yourself especially too. Some of you might be being really hard on yourself about like your physical appearance in a way, or like it feels like maybe like your health routine or something like that. Like you're just being like really hard on yourself. Be like, you know, it's not about beating yourself up about things that like you have sort of like put to the side for a minute so you could focus on other things. This is not about beating yourself up. This is just about recognizing where you need to re-engage in certain routines, or create new routines, new, like, you know, maybe it's just about like you have gotten to a point where you feel like you're not maximizing the time in your day. And so you need to sort of like reset around that and think about how you start your day and how you finish your day, and how you can create these like beautiful bookends that like make you feel like productive, regardless of how you get like sidetracked in the middle of the day, right? But it's like these two bookends make you feel like, yeah, that was great. Something like that for someone. Yeah. And then you have this seahorse here. Equality. Yeah, you might be comparing yourself to other people. This could be physically comparing yourself to other people, or this could be like comparing like other people's relationship to yours, or the one that you don't have if you're not in a relationship. You might be comparing like you just might be like comparing like where people are in life. Like, wow, so and so gets to like, you know, jet set, or like gets to be involved in all these cool things, and I'm not even there yet, or something like that. There's no comparison is the thief of joy, you know it, and comparison is going to keep you from being able to like step into the fullness of your own expansion, because you're going to be too focused on what somebody else is doing to like really like understand who you are becoming authentically, right? So like stop comparing yourself and just like invest in your journey, and it's not going to look the same. And you don't want it to look the same, right? You don't want it to look the same. You don't want it to be the same, because you have your own lessons to learn. Other people are learning their own lessons. And also stop comparing yourself. Like, I don't know who this is for, but stop comparing yourself to people's Instagram lives or social media lives, because that's not it. That's not it. Like you're not even seeing like what people are going through, like what people are actually going through. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're going to go from here. I got the Hermetic Tarot out here. So let's get into it. I see 256. 256. 256. Oh no. I don't know what area code. That might be somebody's area code, 256. I don't know where that is. And then four, 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 four. Um, like creating routines and balance and stability, like, and sort of so that you can have like a structure in which you can feel accomplished, in which you can get things done, because it feels like you've done a lot of good work of like sort of like breaking free of resistance, and we still have that um, we still have that the communication between Saturn and Uranus happening in the sky right now, which is still like bringing these lessons and bringing this sort of rapid fire change into each of our lives on a deeply personal and like transform level that's transformative on a soul level or something like that. You know what I mean? So we're still dealing with that, but it's almost like we're at like sort of like a peak of it where you've done a lot of releasing resistance to the change. You're starting to embody the lessons. You've done a lot of the sort of like ideating about what the vision for the future looks like, right? And then you've done sort of like that, like we were talking about in the past few readings, like testing the waters, like, you know what I mean? Maybe talking to people a little bit about what you have been envisioning. And now it's like almost like it's time to sort of mold it and shape it by the actions that we're putting behind it, like, right? So we've got like this is like a step in the manifestation where it requires the work is on the outside, even when it is like work that we're doing internally to like like our personal healing, right? Or like healing generational trauma, or like healing our relationship with money. The work for those things is on the outside. So like it's like, you know, maybe like we're healing our relationship to our body, and you know that involves like, you know, small things like you move every day, or like you make sure that you're getting enough water because that's going to raise your frequency. Or maybe we are healing our relationship to money, and acts of service and charity are really going to help to raise our frequency and vibration, and or like radical acts of gratitude. You know, it's those things that we do on the outside that really affect us on the inside. And then also like if it's something like we're trying to transform a business, this is about getting down and like getting down to the nitty gritty and like creating the schedule and like doing like the sort of, you know, administrative mundane tasks that come after the ideating and like are integral to the creation. So let's see. Ooh. Yeah, you may have been like sort of like almost like avoiding this part of the process, but I don't feel like it's intentionally avoiding this part of the process. It's almost like not realizing that that's where, like not realizing that you've arrived to that part of the process where it's like actually time to like start to like make this tangible here. And then there's one that flipped over. I see it here. Knight of Cups. Okay, cool. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. Yeah, committing to the thing. This is committing to the thing. This is discipline. Discipline. Discipline makes things easier. Organize your life, says Dead Prez, right? Wow. Okay, so you have the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Swords here. Like, there's this idea, this is again like being really hard on yourself and thinking that you don't have enough, or you like you don't have what it takes. You don't have what it takes. Self-sabotaging here. And this is really the part. This is really the part of the process of manifestation where you can self-sabotage, because it's like you talk yourself out of doing the things that you know need to get done in order to create the foundation that's going to help something to be able to, you know, have longevity in this world, whatever that is, right? Whatever that is. You have the Justice card with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they said, listen, it says it is time to, um, it's time to like, you might be going quiet for a little bit so that you can like, and then you'll pop back out and everything's organized, right? It's almost like you like you need to put the back end together before like, and so you just need like head down time, uh putting all of that together. Or this could be, if this is like, if we're talking about like relationship here, this is like, you know, that beginning part of a relationship where you just want to protect it. You don't want everyone to know what you have going on, because you're building it, right? And as you're building it, it's like, you know, you don't want everybody in the business. You don't want to taint the energy. There's that, but then there's also like just being like, I need time to get this stuff done, and the only way that I'm going to get it done is if I really discipline myself and organize my day as such to make it so that I like am making space for these things intentionally. What do we have here? Ooh, the Star, the High Priestess, and the Four of Swords. So the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. Um, a lot of you, some of you feel like it's passed you by. Like I'm getting that energy of like, I sometimes read things on social media where it's like people in their early 30s, like, I'm old, it's too late for me, and things like what? No, you have so much more life to live, and and I would say that to somebody in their early 40s, in their early 50s, right? There's time, you have plenty of time, right? And so I'm almost getting that energy of somebody feeling like their time has passed them by, or like they missed their opportunity, or something like that. Like, hang it up, might as well like pack it in. But that is not the case. It is not time for packing it in. This is time for like sort of like, um this is time for you to like dig into like your sacral chakra. Thank you. I'm getting very sacral chakra energy, and really like create from that space, of passion. Then you have the Star with the High Priestess. Woo woo. Ooh, this is very exciting. Yeah, it's very much like you bring something from your knowing, from your like from like your deep inner knowing, something that you have been hoping to create, or wishing for, or praying would come into your life, or um, a change that would come into your life here, like, right? And it's almost like, yes, you can have that. Like, you're spot on, your intuition is spot on, your deep inner knowing is spot on here. But it is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to change? How are you willing to move in order to sort of push that energy over the edge? How are you going to commit to it? How are you going to demonstrate your commitment to the energy? Anything else that wants to come through before I wrap this up here for the collective? Yeah, this is like charge type of, this is like charge um at a targeted goal. You see what I'm saying? A targeted goal, that, and like, and then when you complete that goal, because you will complete that goal, because you're going to focus in, you're going to zero in, you're going to dial in on that goal. When you complete that goal and you feel that sense of success, allow that to motivate you toward the next one, right? Because it just feels like there are several to many things that need to get accomplished in order for you to feel like you're stepping into 2023, uh, in order for you to feel like you're stepping into 2023 like in alignment with purpose. And it's almost like you've got to start to sort of protect yourself a little bit so that you can have the space in order to create it the way that you want it to look. And you kind of like are thinking like, how am I going to get from here to here? Like, that's a long jump. That's a long jump for me to take, right? But it's like, but it's almost like, ooh, the Sun card and the Ace of Pentacles. It's like you can do it. You can make that leap, but you got to do the conditioning. You got to do the training. You got to like put in the hard work. and then watch it come to fruition. So protecting yourself, right? Protecting yourself right now so that you can have the so that you can have the clarity, so that you can have the focus, so that you can have the time in order to begin like manifesting these blessings and these new opportunities for yourself. Some of you, it is like getting to that point where you're like, you feel like you're breaking some sort of like generational karma. You feel the tie, you feel like you're becoming untied from it, and that you're like on the verge of your breakthrough. You are, but it requires, again, it's like, it's not like you can just sit there like, I'm ready for my breakthrough. Like sometimes that works, but also other times you got to be like, all right, how are you demonstrating in your life? How are you showing through your actions? How are you showing through the way that you are interacting with others, the way that you are interacting with earth, the way that you are interacting with the world, the way that you are spreading love in the world? How are you demonstrating that you're ready for your blessing, and you're ready for your breakthrough? You're ready to sort of open up to an even greater flow of abundance. Like, how are you showing that, right? And I think once you start to like look at it in those terms, it's almost like you're like, I'm getting down to business. It's time to work. It's time to get really down to work. And so expect that. I mean, expect that, in like the next month and a half or so, that people are going to be busy doing their work. And so when somebody's like, I can't, like, be like, word, I feel you. I hope that goes well for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's not personal. It's not personal to you if somebody can't, right? It's because because they are taking their commitment to themselves, to their vision, very personally. And they truly, in honor of service to themselves, cannot, because it'll be in service to the collective in the future if we allow them the space and the time to do what it is that they need to do. Let's get a mystical shaman oracle to wrap this reading up for the collective. Can I just have one mystical shaman oracle, please? Just the one, please. Ooh, the rainbow. We love it. Yeah, this is change. This is change. And this is like sort of like jet fueled change of positivity and light that you are sort of like, you're like simultaneously being propelled by, changed by, and co-creating at the same time. It's beautiful energy. Thank you so much for watching the reading for this long. If you got to this far, drop me some rainbows down in the comment section. Drop some rainbows if you got this far in the reading. But yeah, I'm excited for this energy. I'm excited to see how sturdy we can build these foundations, because really, like, what we build right now is sort of like how we are going to be. It's going to shape the sort of the future as we go deeper into this age of Aquarius. So I'm very excited to number one, give people the space to create, but then also to see what comes out on the other side of this. So let's see here. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifests as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere, and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope, because things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. Don't get caught in the pursuit of the illusion or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now, in the moment, by coming into right relationship with those around you. All your gifts are at hand, so obvious that you may have missed them. Be true with your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. Focus. This is about focus. This is about like that tangible work, right? That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if I resonated with you and you like that reading. And if you'd like to, please join us over on Patreon, where there will be a extended reading for this. It will probably drop about 24 hours after this one drops. I'm sorry if that airplane is very loud, but it'll probably drop about 24 hours after I drop this one. So look out for it over there. What else do I want to say? I think that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm sending you so much peace, so much love, so many blessings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.